recording. Are we recording? It's on. I didn't even know it was on. Am I in focus? Focus. So, I had no idea. I knew I wanted to make a video soon, but I didn't know exactly what I was going to make it on. So this is kind of off the top of the noggin. Figured I'd go over my AR pistol build I did here. I did it all here at the house, right here at the old workbench. My new coffee cup. Yeah. So before I get into the actual build I did right here, I want to tell you about. So I was using this service. What the heck was it called? I might put the name in the description. Whatever the service was. It was a music thing, right? So it was like $15 a month, and you could put the music in your videos, and there wouldn't be no copyright strikes. But what they have in the fine print is if you ever decide to discontinue that service, then it will, all your videos will be copyright strike that have their music in it from the company. So if you have like 50 videos with their stuff in it, let's say you use it, you know, an intro song or something, and you decide you don't want to pay for it anymore, or you couldn't pay for it, then boom, copyright everywhere. So that's a site I was using that I stopped using, so some of my videos might get taken down, or I might have to mute them. It's just gonna be weird because then the sound is just gonna be, it's just gonna be weird. I don't know. Maybe I'll just like redo some of the videos if they're videos that I did here at home. And then another one, back in my old videos that had the intro where the song said something about as real as it gets or something. So I paid for that song. It was like $50 for the rights to use that. And it was like a Domination or something was the company that I purchased the license from to use it. And I did that like a year or two ago, or a year and a half ago, something like that. So I was using it in almost all my intros, and it was weird. So you get a copyright strike and you send it to them when you contest it, and then they'll override it and they'll say, you know, this is good, he can use our stuff, he has the rights to do it. Well, that happened, and they worked with me on a few of them, and we're like, okay, he's good. But then I guess it kept going down the pipes where I don't think that company owns the rights to that music either. So some of my videos have copyright strikes from that. So what I have done is I quit all of it, and now I'm making my own songs, my own music from GarageBand on my iPad. So if the music is a little weird, that's why. It'll get better, I'll get better, we will get better. Bear with me on that. So anyway, into the build. You can see it's clear, no magazine. Boom, bam. Well, obvious things first. You can see I'm rocking an EOTech on top. I went with an SB, what is it called? A PDW from who is it? Oh, I went with the PDW brace from SLR. SLR? Yeah, I think so. And the reason why I went with that is just because I've always liked it. It was a little on the pricey side and it was hard to get, but I'm glad I have it because it gives you enough purchase on your shoulder where you can feel comfortable shouldering it. And obviously it collapses and extends as far as you need it to go. And it's still a brace, so it's still technically a pistol. Very happy with this brace. Highly recommend it if you can get a hold of it. Right now with the what do you call it, apocalypse going on, it's kind of hard to get. In fact, it's like the worst time to try to build because parts are all hard to get. I went with a billet receiver set, which came with its issues. I'm glad. I mean, I like it. It was cool. It's kind of on the pricey side, but it came with its own issues. Issues being, it didn't want to use regular mil-spec parts. So I kind of had to, who makes my lure? This is a Rise Armament billet receiver set. And I ran into issues with a charging handle because I had just a regular, it was an ambidextrous charging handle, but it wasn't from Rise. And it wouldn't fit, it wouldn't work correctly. So what I ended up doing was ordering one from Rise, and it was still pretty tough, I guess, because it's a billet receiver set. It has some really tight tolerances. So what I ended up having to do is just kind of oiled it and just had to keep shoving it, just keep wearing it until I got it to where I can, so it slides nice and smooth. The EOTech, mind your business. I know there's a lot of haters on the EOTechs, but I like it. It's nice and it's on and it works for now. I went with a 10.5-inch barrel. I got one from Roscoe. It came with a barrel, gas block, gas tube, and bolt carrier group. Pretty sure it all came in the same kit. I forgot who makes this. This is a little cheap. This thing's only like 25 bucks. Oh no, can we focus on there? Focus. Focus. Yeah. I went with this brake. It's small. I kind of wish that I would have went with a little bit longer handguard, just so it would kind of eat that up, but it is what it is. That is, I wish I could remember the name of this. Maybe I'll look it up and tell you in the description, but it, like I said, 25 bucks. It was not very expensive, and it's loud, very loud. Like I said, 10.5-inch barrel, 10-inch handguard. This is just a regular old sling that I had laying around. You know, it's a quick detach. Right here on the back plate of this PDW has that little whatever you call it. Dang, I just can't think of nothing right now. Anyways, oh, can't forget, I went with a Sonic Capture buffer system from JP Enterprises, and it is so nice. You hear that? That's smooth. That's a lot of smoothness. You don't hear that spring being crunched. And if you don't know what a JP Sonic Capture buffer system is, it's a buffer system where normally you have your spring, your buffer, right? So your buffer goes inside your spring. That's all in the back there. And there's a pin that holds the buffer there. And your bolt carrier group will slam back, hit that buffer hits the spring, and boom, right? So that's how the order of operations is. With the Sonic Capture buffer system, you eliminate that spring, you eliminate that little detent that holds it together, and you eliminate that buffer, and it's all in one system. It's like a buffer and spring system. It's pretty cool. And what it does, it stays directly on the bolt carrier group, so it all moves together, right? So you don't have none of this going on. It's all together. So it makes it smooth, it makes it run like a Cadillac. Then got a CMC trigger, which you can see it's a flat face, but it is a very nice trigger. All right, so we are clear and safe. All right, I'll flicker off safe and show you the crispness. Or as Grantham says, we're gonna ghost that trigger together. So you have very little take up, if any at all. Boom. And the reset. Whew. That's short. That's snappy. All in all, I'm very happy with this build. I kind of wish I would have went with maybe a 14.5-inch barrel instead of a 10.5-inch, but we'll see. I like it so far. The reason why I say maybe a 14.5-inch is just because I'm not a scientist, but and I'm not a physicist, but I know that the rounds lose quite a bit of velocity at a shorter range with a 10.5-inch barrel. But let's be honest, I didn't build it for long range shooting. I built it for I don't know, maybe zombie apocalypse stuff, CQB stuff ish. I don't know. Really, I just built it because I like guns and I like building things, and it was nice to be able to do it at my own house, at my own time, my own way. It's my first complete build by myself at the house, so very happy with it. My next one, I don't know if I'm going to do a rifle, maybe a 300 blackout pistol, and go for a suppressor. I'm not sure. I really don't know. But anyways, I really wanted to kind of make a video going over my pistol here. Sorry if it sounded like a whole bunch of rambling. I really wasn't prepared to make the video tonight, and I didn't have much thought. It wasn't very thought out. It was a little bit on the fly. It's hot in here. This room here is an old garage turned into a room, so I use it as my work room and workout room. That cold H2O. So if you're interested in doing a pistol build or AR build, whatever, rifle, AR, pistol, whatever, look it up, get into it. It's real fun. It's rewarding to be able to put it together, you know, and you built it, you know. And it's easy. It's very easy. They have books on it, videos on it. I would do a video on building one, but I know YouTube doesn't like that kind of stuff, and they will probably hunt me down and kill me. So we're not gonna do that. Just look it up. Highly recommend you get into it. With the country at the state it's in right now, you know, there's no telling how long it'll be until maybe you can't even get some of these parts. I mean, I don't want to sound like, you know, the sky's falling, but hey, you see, there's a lot of people going crazy. So get out there, get armed, get trained, and I don't know. That's really all I had. Is that everything? Oh, I had a question. I know I'm a little weird for having a channel, but I'm thinking about starting a podcast, because there's a lot of times that I want to make produce content, but I don't really want to make a video just standing here blabbing in front of the camera, which is weird because when I do the podcast, I'm going to be recording it. I got some good audio recording stuff. Hopefully this audio isn't bad, because I changed settings on here on the microphone to try to keep it from going. It had this little click, this little pop, this little beep before when I would try to record in this room. So hopefully don't do that now. Anyways, yeah. So be on the lookout for the Really Regular Guy podcast. I'll be putting videos out on YouTube and your popular podcast platforms. So yeah, be looking for that. So you can just sit here and hear me cringeworthy babbling. But she's pretty. She real pretty.